wetness. This is Innuendo Bingo.
If you want to watch this today, best way to do it is Radio 1 Facebook. We're on Facebook Live right now. And obviously, listen to it on Radio 1. Innuendo Bingo is happening with Danny Howard. Hello, Danny Howard.
Hi, Scott. How you doing?
Talk us through, for radio purposes, what you're wearing today. Who are you wearing?
Well, obviously, I forgot my spare clothes, didn't I? Couldn't believe it. So thank you guys for sorting out some spare clothes.
Okay.
I'm now dressed as a waterproof owl with a sheet of leopard print.
Like body of owl, legs of leopard.
Yes, legs of leopard. A bit Tarzan.
It's a hot look.
Yeah.
And Chris?
I'm half a shark.
Of course you are.
Half a shark.
Now, first today, we are going over to Sky News. And the sport is on with Adam Hunt. And let me tell you, I am going to be watching the highlights of this match later on when I get home.
Back to the golf in just a second, but Burnley have equalised at Turf Moor against Chelsea, and what a goal it was. Robbie Brady, their new signing, with an absolute belter of a free kick.
Nathan's watching on Facebook Live. Stephen is like, what are you wearing? Both of you look ridiculous. And Charlie and Emma Louise watching for the first time. And Simon watching in Thailand.
Oh, hello.
Hello there. I think Burnley might be my team as of now, because I've not really got one.
With an absolute belter of a free kick.
Thank you to Vix for sending that one in. And lots of others. Vix recorded it off her TV. Thank you. Next, it's a classic from Springwatch on BBC One. Now, the Springwatch team are always looking for the most exotic of creatures to capture on film with their live cameras. Now, listen to how excited this Spring Watcher is to spot one of these for the very first time.
Now, of course, despite the weather, our live cameras are all up and running out there. Let's go to one of them right away. Let's go to the bearded tit.
Quick spray there from Howard, not so much from Stark.
Lesser spotted.
Let's go to the bearded tit.
Now we're going over to BBC 5 Live. England versus Sri Lanka in the cricket. Water, please. Now, I know that when Michael Vaughan was the England captain, he would have been very well versed in sledging. But now that he's a commentator, I don't think it's really appropriate to carry on this tradition.
Been very watchful, understandable in his position in debut. 15 off 41 balls. Oh, he's got him, it's a beauty. Aranga takes it up the slope.
Oh, this is a good one.
That's a good cricket term.
Very good. So many people said that.
Aranga takes it up the slope.
Okay. And now we're going over to The Chase on ITV. Brand new clip, this, which a lot of you sent in. Now, this lady, this contestant, is up against the Dark Destroyer, who is one of the chasers. But it seems that they've met before. It's always awkward, isn't it, when you bump into someone you've not seen in a bit?
Now, Sheila, she's up for this, is she?
Yeah.
30 grand. Come on.
That 30,000 is so tempting, but I've always said if I went for the higher and I got back and we didn't win, I'd be fuming.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with the 7.
Sticking with the 7?
Yeah.
OK, 7 it is. Chaser.
You're the best 19-year-old I've ever come across.
Thank you to absolutely everybody that sent that one in. If you want to send us a clip, you can email the time and the channel to scott.mills@bbc.co.uk. Dark Destroyer there on fine form.
You're the best 19-year-old I've ever come across.
And next on Innuendo
Dark
Bingo.
Destroyer?
Dark Destroyer, that's one of the chasers.
That's his name.
Great show. OK, water, please. Let's go over to last year's Tour de France. Chris. You OK, hon? Oh, I think we've got a giggler.
That's a good one, Dan.
It is good, isn't it?
You know?
Hey.
You're the best 19-year-old I've ever come across.
Oh, dear. Danny's a big fan of that clip. OK, so now let's go over to last year's Tour de France. And on the course, after a long day in the saddle... oh, God, come on. Tour de France. And one rider here has had a terrible accident.
A 9-minute deficit at the moment for Alberto Contador. And the skid marks left on the road after the fall were over 100 metres long.
Quite big, that.
And the skid marks left on the road after the fall were over 100 metres long.
OK, now we're going over to the One show on BBC One. And here, Alex Jones is interviewing a guest that she has given the nickname Party Pete.
It's not your dad, is it?
No, it's not my dad. Water, please. When you hear this clip, it will become clear why he's called Party Pete.
So we're going to put Party Pete, that's what we're going to call him, on the floor here. I'm going to hold his helmet.
Danny's lost it.
This is a good one today.
It is good, isn't it?
Good clips.
Party Pete.
I'm going to hold his helmet.
Amazing. OK, here we go. A classic next from Lisa Tarbuck on BBC Radio 2. Now, they do use lots of kind of weird and wonderful phrases over at 2, which I've never really heard before. I mean, what on earth does this mean? What are you talking about, Lisa?
Oh, I love that song. Do you know, originally that's from 1937. Imagine that. Oh, I love it. We run the gamut. We bum the gammon, don't we here?
What's that?
What are you on about?
What's she on about? Okay, good.
Hello, Marcus and Tom and Michelle and Simon, who are giving today's bingo a massive yes.
We bum the gammon.
That's what they do it too.
Is it like kneading?
Water, please.
I don't know what to...
Yeah, well, most of our shows like that.
We bum the gammon.
Over to BBC Oxford now. I do love a regional news programme. And here, their guest is talking about a recent bout of bad weather and the devastating effects it's had on the locals in Oxfordshire. I mean, if losing your ridge tiles wasn't enough, listen what happened... Listen what happened to this poor guy.
Ooh. And the gentleman next door had lost all his ridge tiles.
Oh, no.
House across the road had lost most of their ridge tiles as well. He also, his back door was smashed in.
And that was today's Innuendo Bingo with Danny Howard. Catch him Friday night at 7 p.m, Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. on BBC Radio 1. He's the Lord of the Dance.
Play, mate.
What a good game today.
1.